Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, and perhaps even good evening. Thank you so much for dropping by and joining me for another super exciting episode of J Does Stuff and Things. That's not really a new title. That's just because I don't really know what I want to do until like 5 minutes before. So hence I thought, Three Shenanigans is also good. But, I thought Stuff and Things. I saw that on Nate's profile and I thought that's quite cool. Mr. Art is here. Mr. Nick made it for, the first time. No, it's not the first time. No, but I'm glad you made it on time, which is just awesome. Awesome. I mean, 6 p.m. is not my usual time, so I'm not on time, if you will. Mr. Dragon Nate is here, of course. Super rude word that. Tats, I don't even know what that means. Nancy is here. Very good to see you. The Nico is here. Good to see you. We had a personal session last week. I hope you enjoyed it and let me know what else you want to do. There's also the Leo is here, which is awesome. Azim Dieter is here. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Sculptor Otto. Wonderful that you see you back. Very good. And Miss Camilla Drakenborg. Haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're good. And is that everybody? No, Mike does stuff. Mike, good to see you. Very cool. And I think that is everyone I can see. Totally fine if you're here in the chat lurking. More than welcome. We've missed you too. We were actually talking about you, I think, yesterday. And we were thinking, I wonder what Camilla's up to. Hope she's okay. And I said, usually when people are not around, that's because the IRL things are taken over and people are busy. And that's just, how the cookie crumbles. Let's start with a little bit of music and see if that is good, bad, loud, too loud. Is it? And that's me. That's not the music. Where is the music? Maybe it's music is only because I'm not actually going to go here. Yes. There we go. Now we have music. Don't know if it's too loud or not. If it is, then please do let me know. I never like music when it's too loud. And today is something I decided we're going to go and do something relatively exciting for me because I have no idea how to do it. It is about lip syncing, and that is an area that I really need a bit of work /practice in. And I have thought a much maligned bird that right. I like you. This is actually not what we're doing. This was a test I did earlier with Character Creator Reillusions package, and I wanted to see how it works to make a morph target. So I've exported this base character and then imported that, made some horns in Blender and then imported that in, and it worked quite well. But I had no idea of the process, and now I know. So there we go. How exciting is that? Now we can make horns. Leon, how's it going? Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It is Character Creator that we're going to work with, I think. No, it isn't, is it? It's iClone that we're going to work with. We're going to go discard that. And so what I want to do is import the Walter character from Daz Studio into Character Creator. So we have the Walter, Genesis 9 Walter figure, and I'm trying to lip sync animate him. I've recorded three or so short snippets in the voice of an old guy, and maybe I can develop him into some kind of a character. So let's see if we can make that happen. This here, oh my god, this was another thing that I checked out earlier. This is Cartoon Animator. That is Reillusion's suite of 2D animation tools. This is a 2D animation on a 2D character, but what I was looking at is that you can actually apply regular 3D motions from 3D characters onto the hat. I don't actually remember how I did that, but somehow it works. So you can put a 3D animation onto a 2D character. And first, oh, there we go. That was it, wasn't it? Yes, that was it. So that's still the 3D character, but she can walk towards the camera and she actually turns her head. I have no idea how that works, but it sort of works. One of those things. I was just playing around with that. I'm going to go close as well. Don't worry about that. It's cool. And I think we're going to all of this, we can probably go and delete. There we go. There, that's fine. And we need a little bit of the old Daz Studio. Yesterday, I think I was a little bit out of frame, so I was trying to rectify that situation a little bit. Let me know if that works. Let me know how that works. I stole from you. Yes, Nate. I stole from you, but because I admitted it, that makes it totally fine, doesn't it? So funny. That's what I thought. I thought maybe you're just a little bit sleepy. Sometimes I just can't even make it because I'm too sleepy or I have too much stuff on. So it's one of those things. No, it's totally fine. But if you're not here for a long period of time, then of course we start worrying. So there is that. Walter, here he is. Oh, actually, we've got a few Walters here. We've got the Walter Heavy Shape add-on. And we've got the Walter Young Shape add-on. And we have regular Walter. And we've got Walter Thin Shape add-on. Let's see what regular Walter looks like. Walter Regular, not so much HD. Walter Regular is just fine. How was your wonderful Sunday? Oh, you got the sunset still. That's amazing art. I think our sunset happened a couple of hours ago. We had cold, rainy weather today, actually, here in sunny Miami Beach. Wasn't so sunny at all after today. Yeah, you should always make time for things like the sunset. See if we can bring some clothing in for him as well. Walter, how's it going? He looks like a little bit like a grumpy older guy who's been there, done that, ever so slightly dissatisfied, but then what he says might not always be exactly the truth. That's how I envision the guy. So we have the gentleman style suit or the lazy Sunday outfit. How about that? Let's do that. Lazy Sunday outfit. That's for Walter. But 50 pounds lighter. There is a heavier shape add-on for Walter. We can truly try that out. That's the spirit. Walter, that is exactly what I was looking for. Yes, so the heavy add-on, let's try that out. Walter Thin Shape, Walter Young Shape, Walter Heavy Shape add-on. Walter Heavy, let's do that. Apply to this character. Yes, let's see. Oh yes, I can show you that. That's really simple, Sculptor, and I do this all the time so that I have all these things set up. There we go. That's in heavier shape. In my days, we didn't have any. We didn't have anything. So that could be interesting. But I think I preferred him the way he was before. I think Walter. Body heavy, head, Walter Heavy. Let's just go dial that out. We can also go and just dial it in a little bit, maybe 40% or so. That might be nice. Just a little bit on the heavy side. Let me show you how to create a default scene in Daz Studio. So it's really easy. It's up here under, first of all, you create yourself a new scene and then you configure it the way you want it. So put all the bits and pieces in, like, maybe you want to start with a figure, maybe you want to start with things like filament draw options node or environment options. You can also configure render settings. So the environment options node is in here so that the environment thing shows up, so that I can set up my iRay preferred render settings, so aspect ratio and stuff like that. You save that scene in a safe place, like, not your desktop, not your downloads folder. Make it something, preferably not even your documents folder. If you access this from multiple computers, use a cloud folder, something along the lines of Dropbox or OneDrive. Put it there where you can always find it. Then you head over to Edit, Preferences, and then over here there's two ways where you can set that up. There's Startup, and on launch you can load that scene. So you specify what scene you want loaded, and then every time Daz Studio starts up, that scene will be loaded. That's when Daz Studio starts up. Then there's also under Scene, there's something where there's on new. You can specify the same scene, and it would mean that the same scene gets loaded when you say file new, and then that comes up as a default scene. And that's really all there's to it. And then you've got it configured exactly how you want. So I hope that makes sense. Sculptor, let me know if you understood this. If not, then let me know. I'll repeat it. Chris, how you doing? I've noticed that Chris Ilkoff, so that's not Chris Cox, by the way, Chris Ilkoff, good to see you. I noticed that Daz Studio, Daz Genesis has Arc built into it for Bridge to UE. Do you think you could create a tutorial demonstrating how to utilize lifelink functionality with Genesis 9 in UE5? Lifelink, no, because you would have to, I can show you lifelink from iClone into Unreal Engine, but we don't have lifelink capabilities from Daz Studio into Unreal Engine directly. You can send over a character, and in fact I've made a little series on that, on how to do that and how you turn yourself make yourself a playable character. Let me see if I can bring that up. That's on my here. 1 second caller. It's under playlists, and then there is Daz to Unreal. That's the playlist. So if you have a look at that, then you'll be able to bring a Genesis 9 character into Jay's Daz to Unreal playlist. There we go. Then you'll be able to send a Genesis 9 character into Unreal Engine and then animate it there. So that's what I'm explaining in that series. But lifelink, sadly, we don't have that functionality. Let's see. Character creators open. That's cool. So this is all good. Maybe we need to go and save that. Save scene as. I think I have a special folder in this here somewhere. Walter. That's it. Dang, it is that time of the day again. This morning he could create folders. This afternoon he can no longer do that. Hello computer, good to see you too. Why? Why does this happen? I don't really know. Also, why does this look like that? That's just terrible. New folder, perfect. Daz scenes. And this is Walter. Let's say 30% fat. Because, you know, that's just Walter. Yeah, so lifelink itself is kind of cool inside Unreal Engine. So I've tried that with iClone, and that works really, really well. It's like you use iClone as a player and then Unreal Engine as a receiver, and it goes and literally goes and it's like somebody's wearing a mocap suit and everything just goes into Unreal Engine live and the character animates live. It's quite cool. I did actually do live streams on that while I was testing this out. I don't know if I've named them correctly though, but they're definitely in my live stream section. Let's go and export Walter out now as an FBX, and that I'm thinking, did we just select that folder? I thought we did. I guess we gotta sort of remember things there, or even, you know, put this to the quick thingy section here. What's it called? It quick access. That's over here then. Yes, get in. I like it. FBXs. Let's see if my settings are being remembered from last time. So we'll say Walter G9. I think that's it, isn't it? That's unselected. We're including all of this. Hit accept and hope for the best. We don't have hair for Walter. I've just realized that. Maybe we should go and, you know, I'm not sure about facial hair. Maybe we'll leave him bald. We can always bring in hair later just so that we can, you know, see if the animation actually works in principle. See if we can convert Walter and his clothing, and then can we animate his face? That's what I want to know. You like apricots? Yes, Sweden is still dark. Yes, I can imagine. Sun's still sparse. Okay, let's see if I can remember this. This CC3 plus. And we need to do this in order to... we need character creator just so that iClone can essentially import this. That's why we're using this. And with a bit of luck, we do that. This is good. When this dialogue comes up, that's good, I think. How the figure looks is another matter, but you know, let's see what let's see how it goes. Topology mapping, that's exciting, isn't it? There we go, cool. So G9 eyebrows, that's not cloth, that is hair, brows and beard, and it is probably brows. Then shoes are shoes. Lazy Sunday cardigan, cloth is cloth here. Pants add-on, now that's not shoes, that's probably also cloth, I think. Cardigan, that's all cloth. We're good. I'm gonna go do the body texture just in 1K. And I'll hope for the best. If this looks good, we can always bring this in as a higher res character, but this is relatively fast, and let's just see if it works in principle. Oh, okay. Oh, crazy, Camilla. This is just so cool. Just imagining that, you know, because I've never had that. Applying cloth, come on. And then of course, if this works, then I can try to export him into Unreal Engine and render him from there. That's how I would do that. How much time we spend watching, you know, things load and files copy and all that. And also how much time we spend looking for things, you know, looking for the same old long folder path. It's crazy. Do you know, yes, possibly. I think we've dampened it down when I first moved in here. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. I think there's still a little bit more I could do to get things dampened down. But yeah, I think when we moved in here, there was literally just the room and nothing else was in. Now we have the bed and lots of clothing, and there's now curtains on the window, so that's quite nice. So that all dampens it down. But in my previous setup, I was literally surrounded by clothing, and it was a much smaller room, and that I think was really nice. The sound of that was really nice. There was so much echo. Yeah, I totally hear you. Twilight dark for a couple of hours, yes. Oh, they have the midnight sun in Finland? I didn't know that. Yeah, of course, they're also very, very north, aren't they? Cool. I don't know if they have that in Scotland or like in the northern parts of Scotland. I don't think they do. You can see the northern lights in Scotland at certain times of the year. I didn't know that either. That's quite cool. Do you get the northern lights in Sweden, Camilla? Right, you know, sometimes, Chris, it's a good point actually. Sometimes clothing is set up that it automatically hides things from the character. Like shoes is a good example. There's a mechanism in Daz Studio where you can say, hide the feet when you... There he is! OMG! Hide the feet automatically when you load the shoes. And then as soon as the shoes are fitted, the feet are hidden. And I've worked out that Character Creator really doesn't like that when you import them as such. Hey, this is great. So, you know, it's not the highest skin texture, but he's definitely recognizably Walter. A little bit less wrinkles. I give him that. That's probably also down to the normal map. Do we have that? There's a body. We've got a bump, but it's 2K. This is not the 4K bump. We've got the base color here. That is also, that's 1K. Okay, so if I bring in the 4K version, that should look even better. Okay, this is good, but I think for animating this should be fine since this is about lip syncing. I'm good with that. And also this thing here, Cardigan. Cardigan didn't bring across the bump map here, I've noticed. that I think we can do that manually. Like for all the clothing. Not that I'm going to do it now, just as a little test for me here. I think that is how that works, isn't it? Cardigan like. Oh, it's got a bump and a normal. That's interesting. Yeah, if we just go and map that here manually. Like we did with the dental scrubs yesterday. Pants, right? Was that? No, that wasn't the pants, it was the cardigan. Cardigan. And? I did not know that. How exciting. Oh, it makes a humming sound. No way. How exciting. I've never seen the Northern Lights live. I think Matthew from Rosie's Gym, he has seen him live from the boat, which is insane. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. No, my health is good. I have a checkup with my oncologist, I believe, next week. Well, actually, it's this week, Friday this week. Which reminds me, did that referral come through? I'll have to check that out. Is that the bump map, really? Does that look like this? Yes, it does, doesn't it? Well, bump map is on there now. Normal map's on there now. I don't really see much of a difference, but that's okay. That's okay. For us, it's just about lip syncing. So I'm okay with this for now. Yeah, so then we'll know a little bit more. I think it's fine though, but it's always good to have it confirmed by a doctor. Let me go and save this out that we can go back to it. Water as in PPK. Character creator projects. Water, perfect. So in order to get him lip synced, I think there was one thing that see, I've already forgotten the first step. There's a way to enable more, what's it called, more face things in him so we can animate him better. Maybe that wasn't actually in here. Maybe that wasn't actually in here. Maybe that was in iClone. That is very possible. Hey, Chris! How's it going? There's the other Chris. Mr. Chris Cox himself. Have a shout out, my friend. In fact, give yourself a shout out. Exclamation mark Chris. So good to see you, buddy. So maybe that was actually in iClone. Well, his brows also look fine. I wonder though if we can get them looking slightly better. I mean, we do have other eyebrows here. I think under hair. Was that under hair? Maybe not. Where else would that have been? Is it the prop? Are eyebrows props? Surely not. That'd be terrible. Let me just go and search for it. Eyebrow. Aha. Camilla eyebrows. There is actually a character called Camilla. That's the female default character in here. And her counterpart is Kevin. But maybe these ones here. Let me go flat. Male flat. They weren't installed. That's why. Double Chris. It's like stereo Chris now. Exactly. Oh, is that so? Apricots are for cancer prevention. That is very good. So is coffee, by the way. Says my oncologist. So it was like, you know, straight from my oncologist, and I totally believe him. I'm glad I could make it. We had a storm here earlier over Miami Beach, or probably the whole South Miami area here, and it was so tough that it took out my internet connection. I'm so glad I'm back so that we can, you know, have some fun here. And coffee is always good. Yes, yeah, exactly. No matter if it's for cancer prevention or just for the taste of it. I totally agree. Okay, brows, come on. Beard and brows builder. Oh, he could have a beard. I never even considered that. Shall we take these eyebrows away and put maybe these ones here? Male sword hair. Come on. Boom. Is that better? I can't tell. Are they bushy enough? These are pretty bushy. Oh, old sparse. Now that could be good. That's more like old man's eyebrows. I like that. And then beard, I think we might leave for later. Okay, fine. Let's see if we can animate him and lip sync him. Let's send him over to iClone. Oh, there we go. Got to select the character here. Send to iClone. Oh my god, this is exciting. You don't drink coffee, dang! I don't know if tea has the same properties. They're learning things all the time, so I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know if it is just the caffeine, or it's. I think it might not be. I think it's caffeine unrelated. Good question. I'll ask him. I think I'm seeing him on Friday. I forgot actually. I really don't remember. If you put chocolate in the coffee, you'll stay awake. Coffee by itself puts you to sleep. How interesting. The coffee has a similar effect on me, like at least caffeinated coffee has a similar effect on me. And I remember hearing that for the first time from a colleague in Berlin who was doing a night shift in the film lab that I worked at. And she had a little girl at home, and she did night shifts permanently. There's her and one other guy. They did permanent night shifts literally for years and years. And I said, man, how do you do it? And she says, yeah, well, you know, it's time-wise, it works really well. I come home, I see my girl, I send her off to school, then I sleep. When she comes back from school, I'm awake again and we spend some time together. So I thought, that's actually quite cool. And then in the evening, she goes out, she works, daughter goes to sleep, and, you know, boom. So you still have that time with one another, which, you know, it's just... sometimes you just don't get it when you're a single parent. She was a single parent, and I said, "So how do you do this with your sleep patterns?" And she says, "Yeah, it's not a problem because it's once you switch, you're basically on that time zone. And I just come home, I have a cup of coffee, and then I go to sleep, and I sleep like a baby." And I was thinking, that's interesting. Because up until then, I thought, well, coffee, that's always this thing that has this waking properties. So there was something that you do here, and I think it was in the other application that just adds a lot more movement or blend shapes to the heads. I cannot for the life of me remember where that was. Facial, so script, I think that's what we're going to do. Create a script, and then we're going to go and use an audio file and then type in the text, and that's how we're going to start. I think. I mean, I've never done this before ever, so this is so exciting that I can share this together with you. But the other thing, where would we have done that? Enable something. That's probably not it. Offset, edit, bones, adjust floor count, collision shape. That's not it. That can't be it. And then here, edit pose, import animation, edit facial. That could be. Could be that. Edit facial. Due to insufficient expression data of the target character, sliders with face key and face puppet panels may be partially disabled, which is super uncool. Use character creator 4 to fill out the expression data. Yes. Yeah, are we in that? Yes, we are. Go fill out the expression data then. Modify. Currently use nothing. All. That's, you know, pretty good here. Maybe this can't be done with a Daz character. I mean, I don't really know. I should have maybe started with a Daz character. Or rather with a with a CC CC3 character. This sort of works. This also works. So this is sort of good, isn't it? Can my man speak though? Oh, these are oh goodness, this is like huh. So that all seems to sort of work, but that one slider that I heard about, maybe that is only available in CC3 plus characters and not here. So maybe we're okay here. So I do have morphs, yes. I just, maybe what the thing was saying is you don't have the like all the morphs. Here, let me show you, let me just go over to a different character, like one of the default characters here. Actor characters. Let's see how my man Kevin does here. Kevin, here we go. Kevin. See if he has more sliders. That'd be kind of cool. It does, doesn't it? Yes, Leo, I think so too. They're all part of that. So if I get this correct, when I bring in a Daz character in here, it's no longer a Daz character. It might look like it. The shape is sort of like it, but it's now a native CC3 Plus character, which is why I thought that is totally compatible. I thought. Edit facial. I think that's what it is. We don't get the message, which is cool. That is just very cool. So we do have keys, and let's just say, and there's fax. Maybe I should have checked fax. So I think my Walter can do all that, can't he? Recent. Let's have a look. Can my Walter do that? Julia is fine. Thank you for asking. Julia's just had a extremely busy 2 weeks behind her. She's done a course and now she needs a bit of rest. And for all that to sink in, she's doing really well. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. She might join us later. She might even be watching. Who knows? If you are watching, hello Julia. How's it going? I see what they're saying. I suppose they're not as expressive as on Kevin, the fax sliders, but there's also, you can just go crank those up. And we can probably exaggerate stuff later. There's one thing I wanted to check, and that is, can you close your eyes? And do they work? No, they don't. Aha. This is something I should have corrected. So the eye close morph here. There's that, and there's the mouth open morph. That's sort of okay. Maybe the teeth are not in the exact correct spot, but hey, we'll get to that. The eyes, though, I didn't know this, but there is an automatic correction for that here. I think it's under modify. Is it? Character. Correct eye blink. There it is. And then it's sort of corrected. Oops, maybe I should have been, should the eyes be open? Let's correct eye blink, there we go. Can you do it? Did you do it? Well, not perfectly. But it's better than it was before. So let me go and send this guy over now. And then we'll see if we can make him animate. That is so nice of you. That is so nice of you. Okay, come on, Walter. Did I apply the extended facial expressions? I wanted to. Leo, do you know how to do that? I was trying to do that. That was exactly what I was looking for, the extended facial expressions. But I don't know where they are. If you can help me out, that would be great. Help a brother out. That would be great. That's in Character Creator, right? I have no idea. I was looking for that. Extended facial expression. That's exactly what I was thinking. We should have. Or is that an iClone? I have a feeling there is something applied actually here. They're good, aren't they? Yeah, in CC4. There's something not quite right with his face. I think I've messed up his face. Edit facial. Fine. Reset to 0. There we go. That's what I should have done. Yes, let me know where that is. I want to go and yeah, this is, even though that is also a good look for him, we know he can pull it if he needs to. I was looking under edit facial, but that might also not be correct. What this is morphs here. This is materials. This is, no, this is, what's that? That's makeup and materials. Then this is, that's also material. Appearance and materials. All material. So that's makeup, essentially. Makeup and scars and skin things that you add on top of it. And these are the actual textures. Gotcha. So this is all the skin gen stuff. Ooh, very nice. I have no idea about this program. I'm still learning this. Great. Yeah, see if you can do it on yours. I'm going to go and see if I can go and start importing my dialogue here. Send you over again. And then see if we can do it. So I've got 3 little clips that I've made earlier. And I think the shortest one of that. There's a few video versions here, so I'm going to put those in here, and those are the 3 just converted as audio. And I think coffee is this one. Let me see if you can actually hear it, if we can all hear it. You see, I can't hear it because I'm connected to that computer, which means this is complicated. Let me go and connect myself to this computer. Inputs 3. I have 3 pairs, which is, just ever so slightly difficult. That means I can't hear the music anymore, but I think I can now judge the audio in sync here. Connected, perfect. Let's see. No, because if I do that, you won't be able to hear it, right? Because the audio output, man, this is difficult, goes here rather than here. It needs to go here. Otherwise, you can't hear it. Okay, good. I know what this means. Nobody panic. I think we can make it work. Let me just go connect myself to this. And tell this. Oh, come on. OBS is now won't let me listen anymore. Dang, let me know if you can hear this. Hey, can I get some coffee over here? You can hear this, but now I can't hear it, which is bad, of course. This is problematic. How are we going to do that? How are we going to do that? You heard it loud and clear, but I now can't hear it anymore. That's bad, isn't it? That is so bad. And that is totally OBS's fault for not letting me monitor this because I have briefly disconnected my headphones from the computer. Oh, that is bad. That OBS is very bad. Oh, no, hang on. There could be... Is there hope? I don't know if there is hope. Is there? Hey, can I get some coffee over here? There is literally no hope. But that, I should hear that now, and I don't. Ah, that's bad. Well, I may just have to switch back and forth between those two things, and you're gonna have to trust me that I'm animating it towards that. But that's also good because then you don't have to listen to this for, 47,000 times. I can listen to this 47,000 times, and then we can, I can switch you back and forth as I'm getting there. How's that? So let me see if I can remember how to do this then. Create script. I think that was number one. Do you know, Art? I've actually just reinstalled that. It is one of those flat, small LED lights that's pointing at my back wall, and that just changes the lights automatically. So. Oh, change it to something else, then change it back, you think? Ah. Let me do that. That would be good. Okay. Nobody panic. We can do this. Change it to this. And then change it to that. I can still hear that. That's good. And then if we go and do that. Hey, can I get some coffee over here? This is great, Nate. You're the man. This has totally worked. Thank you so much for that tip. I appreciate that. That's awesome. That is awesome. The Nate. Give yourself a shout out, buddy. There is much hope and there's much rejoicing. Patrick, how's it going? Wonderful to see you. Happy Sunday/Monday, depending on where in the world you are. I'm about to start lip syncing on this guy for the first time ever in my life, so I have no idea if it's going to work. This is text to speech. This is if I record my voice. This is load an audio file in. This is AccuLips. We kind of need that. Let's start with an audio file. Audio file. Walter, audio. Hey, can I get some coffee over here? Did that do anything? Is it even loaded now? I have no idea. Do we need to enable something? No. Okay, fine. Let's try the other thing then. And Leo, do let me know if you get to this point where you can enable the additional facial bits and pieces. You're in Germany. Guten Abend, gute Nacht, sage ich. Das ist ja schön. Wonderful to see you. Let me try this again. Create script. Is that it? Let's go AccuLips. AccuLips. Perfect. I think this is it. I do actually have a German channel with German tutorials. Hey, can I get some coffee over here? That is great. Let me see if you can generate text from that. This sort of works. Can I got whore coffee your way here? Almost, buddy. Almost. Aligning the seams. Almost. That is, of course, not quite correct. Mike Kelly actually had a great tip. If you have a longer audio file and this thing gets it wrong, you can use Adobe Premiere to copy the file in there, let it generate the text, and then just copy the text in here. So this is basically completely wrong. So, hey, can I get some coffee over here is what I actually said. A line. Oh, you do? Excellent. Nate, what are you doing? Don't delete Patrick's messages. They were all genuine. They were just German. Just don't delete languages you don't understand. Sorry, honest mistake, Patrick. Just don't ban Patrick. He's new. That is so true. Oh, that is not what I meant. No worries. Steampunk Belladonna, welcome. How you doing? Hey, can I get some coffee over here? I think that's pretty cool. Apply. Hey, can I get some coffee over here? Well, they're not quite at the correct places here where we would need them, but I think that is now up to us to make that happen. Hey. I have, of course, no idea really how to do that, but that's what we're here to learn, isn't it? You come in peace. I like it. So funny. I am too. Yes, thank you so much for... Yes, thank you. I am good. That's correct. Can I get some coffee over here? Well, technically they're actually all correct. They're just not as strong, perhaps, as I would like them. Maybe we'll just go and make them stronger. Vezeme strength, let's say 200. Expression strength, I don't think we have expressions yet. Hey, can I get some coffee over here? Well, maybe 200 was a little bit much. Whoops. Maybe, no, don't do that. Do that. There we go. Maybe 150. I should maybe make myself a facial follow cam. Hey, can I get some coffee over here? I think maybe as I listen to it, I might hear it out of sync because I'm hearing it through OBS. So that could be, let me assume sync is okay, because when I go really slow, I can actually see that it is in the correct places. But if I make it real time, then it sounds a few frames out of sync to me. But that is, of course, because I'm listening through OBS. So that makes perfect sense. That's nice of you, Nate. That's fantastic. So I think also we go and make this go to, what is it, that doesn't in here like that. Perfect. So then this can loop. Yeah. Hey, can I get some coffee over here? Hey, can I get some coffee over here? Perfect. So get some coffee. Let me try to emphasize this. That, I think, works with face key. Does it? Oh, iClone is telling me the same thing. Fine, I'm good. Maybe at this point, I want to have something like sort of a facial expression. Maybe I'll go and is that good? That's 0 and that's 0. Can you do that? I gotta go to default. Gotcha. I think. Is that how we do that? Coffee over here. Hey, can I get some coffee over here? Hey, can I get some coffee over here? That was a bit too fast, wasn't it? That's also partly because I don't know where the keyframe is. I think we need to go and check out the expression track. Hey, can I get... Is that what we need? Maybe this is what I did now. Now I get it. Now I get it. Cool. I think I get it. I get it. I'm beginning to get it. I think. And we haven't even done anything. Let me show you this other thing I want to try out. So keying means you do this with literally with keyframes, you know, right here. But there's also face puppet. Yes, I know. Thanks. Face puppet is cool because you can tell it which facial muscles you want to move. And then you can go into preview, and then you can do something like this, and you can add that to the motion as it plays. And then depending on what you set here, which muscles you use, it goes and records it, and then you can do, you know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and then keep over recording it, and it goes and plays it back, and you can just lay bits and pieces over it. So maybe that's kind of cool. Can I get some coffee over here? And I'll go and add that over the... Hey, can I get some coffee over here? I'll add that over there. That might be nice. Let's try it out. Record. Hey, can I get some coffee over here? Didn't actually do anything. Let's try that again. Hey, can I get some coffee over here? Hey, can I get some coffee over here? Hey, can I get some coffee over here? This is fun ish. Oh no, don't do that. Let's try this again. Hey, can I get some coffee over here? That was probably a little much, wasn't it? Hey, can I get some coffee over here? Hey, can I get some coffee over here? Hey, can I get some coffee over here? I do like that, but I think we need to do this one more time. Let me go and record this new so we don't layer on top of it. Okay, let's try that. Yes, it is my voice. It is my. Who else's voice would I have got emphasis on coffee exactly? So funny. It's so true. Yes. Okay, let me try this again. Hey, can I get some coffee over here? I gotta really. Can I get some coffee over here? I'm doing it way too strong. I think I would also benefit from a little bit of a pause in the beginning, just so that I can get it right. But maybe next time. So this was. Oh, percentage. I can actually make this a little bit less. So let me go try 30. And don't make it coffee. God damn it. Yes, that's what you can do with puppeting. God damn it. Okay, let's try this. Hey, can I get some coffee over here? Hey, can I get some coffee over here? Hey, can I get some coffee over here? Well, let's say that. I'll do it one more time. I'll do it one more time. One more time. New. And hey, can I get some coffee over here? I always do too strong, don't I? Crazy. Let me go percentage. Let's go make it 20. Hey, can I get some coffee over here? 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 This is not bad. This is not bad. Let's go and look at the eyes next. So let's get some coffee over here. That'd be good if we can have a, nice big expression on his face. So eyes and the lids here as well. Maybe even the nose. What does that look like? And the brows. Coffee. Very important. Oh, not the eyes. Not the eyes then. Because I don't want them to look up. They just need to be open like this one. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But also with the brows, maybe. Yeah, with the nervous twitch, I like that. Can I get some coffee over here? And now, of course, we need to have more of a strength adjustment here. What happens if we, whoops, not this, but these, if we add the nose to that? Maybe not. Yes, can we do the eyes bulge? What is this then? There's so many controls here. I have no idea. We can probably just make the eyes larger when he goes coffee. That's a good idea. I think that's a different control. Oh, those are blinks. What's this? Nice. That's good for cartoon characters. Oh my, what's this? That does nothing. Oh, because I'm not...
Hey, can I get some coffee over here?
No, that really does nothing. So I think I liked that here. Let's blend that into that. So it's tricky. They don't offer layers here. If you make a mistake, you they don't offer a layer system in this. I think you just have to I blend in whatever I do now with the thing that I've just did. And if I get it wrong, then that's bad. So then we're gonna have to kind of start again. Do you know that is so true? 3 seconds of animation, if you do it full time, that is a good day. They do mean with pictures at that point, but it's true. 3 shots if you're really good. It's so true. Oh, perfect. I'm glad you saw that. Yes, my new hero. I'm basically following a method that Peter Haynes has explained. Peter is from New Zealand and he's a filmmaker who's using Unreal Engine to generate his movies. And he's the creator of the AFK web series, and I think they're waiting to start shooting a 3rd season. That was widely successful. He's also the recipient of an Epic Mega Grant, and he's made a short movie called Cheng Bang. I think that was the first movie he's made in Unreal Engine. But the most recent thing that he's made is called Talkie Orcs, and it's about orcs that speak posh, and they capture a human or an elf type thing, and it's just like reverse roles, and the way the facial animations are done is just absolutely amazing. And he is using this very pipeline. He's not using Daz content, he's using native Reallusion characters, but yeah, animate them all in iClone and then send them over to Unreal Engine for rendering. Looks amazing. Check him out. AFK, that's the YouTube channel, AFK web series. Let's see. Hey, can I get some coffee over here? Let's see if I can make that happen.
Hey, can I get some coffee over here?
That looks nice.
Hey, can I get some coffee over here? Hey, can I get some coffee over here? Hey, can I get some coffee over here? Hey, can I get some coffee over here?
This is not bad at all. The shirt breaking through, we can change that inside of Character Creator, so that's an easy fix. But that is very cool. I think the last thing I want to do is just a little bit of subtle saccade eye movement here. Is that this? Like that. This is what's happening next. Let's do that.
Hey, can I get some coffee over here? Hey, can I get some coffee over here? Hey, can I get some coffee over here?
I think I may have to go and do that again.
Hey, can I get some coffee over here? Hey, can I get some coffee over here? Hey, can I get some coffee over here?
I mean, it is weird, but the guy is now literally alive. And it didn't take us all that long, did it? I mean, I've only really been playing with this for like the last 20 minutes or so. Walter really needs some coffee. let me go and save this, and then we can try to do the other 2 clips. I didn't know it was going to be relatively fast. That's really cool. I'm extremely excited about this. This here, Nurse Camilla with 1 L rather than with 2 L's. That was a character we made yesterday. I brought in a Genesis 3 character and a Genesis 2 character from Daz Studio into Character Creator, and they had clothing, and I fixed the clothing and made a little hospital scene. So that was why that was here. How exciting! This is iClone project. Oh my! This is actually seriously addictive. Walter needs coffee, and then from this I can derive stuff. I'm gonna go and cue an ad, and I'll go to the bathroom. Don't go anywhere. We're gonna animate 2 more clips in a moment. Join me then.
Hey, can I get some coffee over here?
I was half thinking of putting him on a loop, but I mean, by the time you've heard, can I get some coffee over here for like 25,000 times, that might just be a little bit weird. I love his facial expression. I mean, while we have him here, Walter needs some coffee. Why don't we try to add something like an animation to him, like a body animation? And of course, I mean, he doesn't have hair right now, but you know, for a test, this isn't bad. This isn't bad. Let me just go and mute him for a second. Right now I can play him, and now we don't hear anything. That's good. That's good. And notwithstanding the breaking through mesh here, I think we can go and fix that later. Let's see if we can have. Do we have something like a body animation? So there's motion puppet, direct puppet, reach target. That's not what we want. But one of these things would actually elderly abuse. No elders were harmed in the making of this. What's motion puppet? That could be interesting. That's sort of for the full motion effect. It's base motion. Mood. Maybe he's in a mood. Afraid, angry, depressed, laughing, dejected, surprised. Talking. Talking might be good. Taunting. Explain. Explain too. How's that? Does that work? Well, almost. It's just not in the right place. He needs to be really sort of angry, doesn't he? That might be nice if it was longer. Come on, make it longer, man. It's too tame. We need something more like, you know, I'm not sure if that's the right tool for this as well. Maybe that gesture, that would be cool. Just this thing with the arms, that might be nice. I don't know if I can just record that and then just snip that out and just make him have that gesture. Let me try it out. Oh, we have slider control and we have mouse control. Oh, what's mouse control? What does that do? Ah! Can I get some coffee over here? How do we do that? It's just... I think slider control is probably better in this case. Puppet, my man Walter. How exciting. And you can do this to music. I think that's sort of a cool idea. Slider control. And we can make it faster as well. That's nice. That could be good. Can I then snip that out? I mean, we've saved the project, so... Let's see if that works. Let's go and record that. Goody. That's the motion clip. And we have the expression clip at the front. Wouldn't that be nice if we could just go and marry those things up? Let's say from here, we say break the motion, we delete that. Can I get some coffee over here? Perfect, and then we go break the motion here, I think. We go delete that, and then we just go pop that in the beginning, and if we needed it a bit longer, we can surely extend that, can't we? No, we can't. Damn you! What a shame. Does undo work? Undo. And then before we broke the motion, let's just make it a bit longer here. We can always break it later, as long as the beginning is fine. Right. Can I get some coffee over here? Perfect. And then we break it here. I like that even better. Well, that's his body motion sorted. And then we go and put this rather. We can go and do this. Yes. Yes, we can do that. Well, thank you, Motion Puppet. Unmute. That is not bad, is it? Now my man has... That's crazy! That is quite crazy. That is great. Walter needs coffee. I'm going to go and make that, save that as project 2. Version 2 with body motion. Ooh. The John Belushi thing. What's the John Belushi thing? Have him raise one eyebrow at the end of the sentence. That is probably best done with the face key thing. I think that's what we can do with face key. Is that right? Yes, and then just one brow, right? Like about here? Like, can I get some coffee over here? Like that? On here, you mean? That might be good. Just one brow. Let's see if this is enough. How do we do that again? Yeah, there we go. And the way they do this here, now that I've raised it, it basically goes from 0, I think. And I'll go and mute this again so that we can... did I say mute? I think I did. Yeah, there we go. Mute. So now it just goes and raises it all the way until it then goes and lowers it. That's not what we want. We want to probably go and put it like from here. So I'll reset this to 0 here. And then from here to there, he raises it and then he goes and kind of goes back down sort of here. Like that. I like it. Thank you for the suggestion. That's Walter 1 done. Let's go and do Walter again. And this time we've saved that, right? Yes, new project. And we go bring Walter in again and use the second audio clip so that we get a little bit of practice in this workflow here. Send Walter over. No, but I appreciate the suggestion because those types of things, they're relatively easy to make and there's different tools for different things. No, I appreciate it. If you do see something that you think should be changed, let's go and, let's go come up with the best Walter cartoon ever. I like it. So the second one I have is... How do we do this again? Here, and then we start with... I've already forgotten. How did we do this again? And it was another coffee related thing. Was it create script? Was it create script? That's it. And then we go AccuLips. Yes, yes. Then we go and load stuff. Coffee for a nickel. I think that's the second one I want to do. Let me go and unmute this so we can have a listen. This is what it is. So it's a little bit longer, so it could be challenging. I'm just going to put a little timer on this. It's now 7:30 my time. So let's see if we can get this done in under half an hour. Let's see. This is long enough that I can probably go and use Mike Kelly's suggestion and just go put this into Premiere and then have it read out the text. Or just go type it out. It's not actually that difficult. Because this hasn't really recognized anything sensible. You can't hear it? It's currently not playing. It's currently analyzing and aligning the seams and stuff. It's almost like bucks for coffee. In my day, we paid a nickel for coffee. A nickel. That diner went out of business. Let's say a line one more time. And then we'll see if you can hear it then. And we liked it! That's it! And the cup was twice as big. Waitresses were twice as pretty. Also, the food, man. We got lunch for 50 cents. And that was massive. And we could share it between 5 people. But it's true. I think I had a similar reaction when I paid, what was it again? $8.90 for a decaf coffee. That was insane. Panther Coffee. I will never go there again. This show is not sponsored by Panther Coffee. We plugged in and drank from the percolator because the waitress liked us. But let me know if you can hear that. So it was actually listen in my day. Listen in my day. I can see how the Premiere route is actually much more beneficial, especially if you have larger bouts of text. I'm sure there's things you can use online that can transcribe voice files. Here, 11 Lab is another thing that if you need AI generated, voice generated sort of text, 11 Lab is the way to go. You can upload a male voice and it can turn it into a female voice. You can also type text and then it gives you a voice file back. It's insane. Apply. That was in sync, wasn't it? I mean, it was as out of sync as the previous clip was, so I think it's probably the round trip there. And last time, I think we did expression strength and viseme strength. I think that was 150 last time. I think. This is not quite in sync. Let me see if I can shift that around. That would be kind of good. Rainer DS, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate that. Oh, you're using 11 Labs? Oh, okay. I have yet to try it. How do you shift these things around? Oh, I see. Those are the visemes. Visemes. It's almost like we need another one of these things here. Is that possible? Can we just go and copy and paste? Is that... Do we do that? Oh, good. And this is one too many here. And there's something, oh yeah, that's not a good viseme here because its tongue is sticking through the teeth. We don't really want that either. I suppose I can go and copy this and paste that in again here. It doesn't really seem to do that properly, so we'll go and use a expression track for that. I'm thinking like a... Oh, when I'm scrubbing, it garbles. So it's when I'm moving the slow, then it goes and gives this garbled sound. Yes, 3D Shenanigans is my new bot. I'm glad you say hello to him. There's just one that isn't in the right area. How do I move these things? I don't think I know how to do that. Like, is there not a way? Talking style editor? What is that? Oh, there we go. Speed normal. Oh, that's exciting. How about impatient? Let's try Walter being impatient. What does that look like? Yeah, that didn't look as good. Talking style editor. Did I... Which one did I have? Talking... Was it normal? Let me try fast. I think maybe what we had was kind of cool, wasn't it? It's talking style editor. Talking... No, oh, there's also yelling here. Yell. Try that. That looks crazy, but that's maybe because of the strength here. We can put that back to that. Maybe he's yelling. Let's see what that's like. Even better. Let's say this is it. Let's say this is it. And we go and try to get his expressions again. I'm not yelling, you are. I'm smoking 20 a day. Doctor says I should stop. Doctor's dead now. $4 for coffee, version 1. Was that face puppet that we used? It was, wasn't it? And I used Kevin here. So maybe without the mouth movement then, because he's already moving his mouth. If I go and take this off, that's just that grumpy old man who's just going... Oh, that opens it up. So just left and right might be nice. What happens if we activate these things as well? Yeah, much better. Look at that. Okay, let's go for a take. New, in the auditorium, and action. Ah, stopped prematurely. Let me try again. I think this is gonna go. It's gonna go well. So there's apparently... Is that on the motion track? No, that's not on the motion track. It's on some other track. If we're good with this, there's some other track. What was it again? Reach expression! That's the one! Expression! There was a way, I think, to smooth the expression clip. Let me try that. I'm totally gonna need a beep track, and apparently you can use the head, smooth the head a little bit, then the movements are less abrupt, I think. So that's nice. Let me go do something about the... Let me try doing something about the eyes. That he goes, you know, nickel! Let's see what we can do there. Is it eyes and brows? No, I mean like literally like that. Or maybe actually without the eyes. I'll do the eyes separately. Yeah, just the brows and the rest of the face here. Have a good night, Chris. Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate that. Always nice to meet new viewers. Have a good night. Okay, going for a brow take. You know, I made a mistake. I went for new rather than blend, so I basically obliterated what we had before. That is a shame. But that might also not be too bad. So without the mouth, let me try that. That might even be better. Now we go and blend things in again, and we use the eyes, not the eyes, the brows, and then all the rest of this, I think. Oops, one eye is missing. We didn't mean the eye. A Chris AI cow. I like it. Okay, blend. Let's make sure. Oh, there's other presets here. What's this? Oh, that means. Oh, I see. And this is then. Okay. I'm liking it. Let me go and smooth that head expression a little bit, this head movement. Smooth expression clip. Head a little bit, maybe just 10. Cool. So saccades next, and then maybe body motion. We'll see how it goes. He also currently doesn't blink. We might want to consider putting eye blinks in. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking when he's dejected at the end. I'm thinking we'll go and have his head turn over to the side a little bit. And we'll see what the body motion is that we can get for that. So eye blinks are not in here at the moment. So let's see if we can do that next. That's a bit much, isn't it? And that's not quite enough. Also, his eyelashes, they're not great. There is actually something I can just switch on somewhere. So is it in here? I just go for auto blink. Nervous auto blink. Let's try that. I'm not sure if I like those auto blinks. At least not on that mode. Maybe charming, or maybe speechless. How's that? And maybe just normal. Actually, he's only blinked exactly once, and I'm thinking maybe I'll just go and put my own eye blinks there. How did I do this again? Face puppet or face key? Right, neither does Walter. So maybe he's got a point there. Because I don't actually miss his eye blinks. I gotta say, because it's such a short dialogue, I don't actually miss his eye blinks. Let me try to put one in, and then if we don't like it, we can just go and erase it. Muscle expression modify. Eye blink, there we go. Eye blink left and right. Where would be the correct? I think here maybe he would perhaps blink. Close both of them. As good as, I mean, the eyelashes notwithstanding. What do we need to have here? Is this an expression? Oh yeah, expression, good. So then 3 frames before. Reset to 0. 2 frames after, reset to 0. What does that look like? One eye blink, that is enough. Good point, Steampunk Belladonna. This is how we're going to do it. One strategic eye blink. Well, Walter, thank you so much. Let's see if we have the right animation to get your whoops. To get you all emotionally invested into this. I'm gonna go and mute this again so we can try a few things out. Was the motion puppet a good idea? So that hand movement is actually very good. If we add that in there as one part, I think he just needs to be outraged before he goes like that. Oh, really? Oh my, that is exciting. I've just seen a documentary, well, mini documentary on YouTube about how the Pixar animations became so advanced. And what I found super exciting was that the Daz characters and these types of characters, they now employ the same principles as what the Disney animators do now. So back in the day, they had to have a dedicated rig for separate figures. So Buzz Lightyear would have a rig, but then Woody would have a different rig, and then all the other characters, they would have individual rigs. So it's a bit like in Victoria 3 and 4, where every clothing item was made for one figure, and that wasn't translatable to another figure. That was, I think that would have caused Daz quite problems back then. And then when the Genesis figure came out, we had a unified rig for both figures, like what we have now with Genesis 9. And this is exactly what the Pixar guys have done. So now they have one rig, and no matter which figure you have, it's the same rig. Sometimes they're a little locked off, so some characters and creatures can't have the whole wide range of motion, but it's the same principle, and I thought that was quite exciting. And also how their rigs and all their tools evolve. Like now in the movie Soul, you see this guy playing piano, and it looks like a human would be playing piano, including tendon flexing, that they had to put controllers in the hand so that the tendons come out when you reach certain keys. Very fascinating stuff. I think I want to look at that movie. So this is unconcerned. This is good. This is good. There's one thing. And then this one here is... that could be a good intro, like that. His arm going out, and then we go this. Let's do that. So we'll go record both of these. Perfect. And that will go and break and intermingle with unconcerned. Perfect. That should sort of work. I'm thinking. So I'm just going to break it just before he goes and does this again. So that then here he's going to say, Dino went out of business. Break here. Chuck in bin. And I think I might break that here as well, and then just make this a little faster. So when he goes and does this a second time, we'll make this maybe 120%. Yes, maybe, sorry, no, we're going to make that 130% maybe. Yes. And then this here is the bidirectional blending. That blends two animations together. And this is almost good. I think this just needs to be a little faster. 130. And that might be a nice ending. And I think he leaves his arms in the air just a little bit too long. So I'll go and take a small bit out of here by breaking that. And so that business is already the end here. Take that out. A little bit of bidirectional blending. Move these two things together. Perfect! perfect. Oh my god, look at that. This is incredible. That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable. That's seriously, that is incredible. This is the first time I'm doing this, by the way. This is not something I've practiced before. I've always wanted to look into these tools and they looked daunting, and I've watched a few tutorials, but I've never actually done it. So this is incredible. That is seriously good. Come on. I am so impressed. I am so impressed. I mean, that's cool. I can see how with practice and dedication and stuff and real voice actors and even better characters, the stuff you can do. I wonder now how does it work then if I wanted to bring in a higher resolution version of Walter into this? How can I save my animation and apply this to other characters maybe? I would imagine that's possible, right? Oh, how cool is that? $4 for coffee version 2. And if so, how would that work? Could I even, check it out, could I send Walter directly to Unreal Engine from Daz Studio and apply this animation to him? No, because if I send this guy over to Unreal Engine now, he's going to be a special rig. He's not compatible with the UE5 Mani. I mean, wow. Wow. Save and share. Oh, absolutely. Yes, let's do that. As soon as I find out how, I totally will. I wonder, should we do a quick render for 5 minutes in Unreal Engine? That should be good. At least having something like seeing how this, does he need hair? Do we need to give him hair? Are we okay? No, you can usually bring in 4 projects into Unreal Engine 5. You can just open them with 5. That usually works. Let's do that. Quick render in Unreal Engine. How exciting. No hair. I like it. No hair. Yes, I would love it if we could just get a higher resolution version of Walter over. That takes like 20 minutes to convert from Daz Studio to Character Creator. And also there's this thing on the shirt that we need to fix. So perhaps the easiest way is actually not to get Unreal Engine involved and just render it out from iClone right here. That's a possibility. But, you know, since we're Unreal Engine aficionados, let's go do this in Unreal Engine. Test the proper pipeline. 4 back to 5, that works. But I think we can work with 5 immediately here. That's cool. We don't need to get Unreal Engine 4 involved. We need to get a cup of coffee involved. Walter, how exciting! I think it's probably something like that. So I wonder, I don't know iClone that well, but as long as I've saved it as a project, I can always extract all the other bits and pieces out of it. My thinking is, let's give a blank project here. Walter test. Oops. My thinking is, Leo, that you can probably, like in Daz Studio, you can save out an animation and then apply it to another figure. And I'm thinking we should be able to do that with this as well, that we have the audio track and we already have the motion. I think I may have to go and flatten things. That it is. That makes perfect sense. The whatever guru, that is a great idea. Let's do that. New level. Come on, bring it on. Basic level. All right. And here we go and delete everything. And we go and bring in one spotlight. We bring that up, put that in lighting. We don't need the player start. And we have, we increase lighting. Don't know if 100 is might be too much. And also we don't have music anymore. What the? Uncool. Bring back the music. The good tunes. Project settings. Maps and modes. We haven't. Auto exposure off. Much better. Save level as. Walter test. And in project settings, maps and modes, make sure that opens automatically. Next time. Right now, close this thing again, bizarrely. And then we go and open Unreal Lifelink folder Magix here. And we need this folder here. And then we need another one. We might have another one already. Have we? Have we? Yes. Yes, we do. That's in where did I put this? Projects, Unreal Engine, testing, Walter test. Yes. And that needs to go here. I like. Then we go, and I should really make myself a little script that really automates this. That's the auto setup, and then this is the live link. Yeah, live link that. Oops. No, don't do that. That goes into here as well. Perfect. Now, open project again. Oh, that's a Walker test, and this is the Walter test. I like it. Yes. Leo, and I'll totally let you know how this goes, because there are ways, oh, that's character creator in iClone, that I don't know if I need to save if I need to flatten this motion out, because I can't just go into content and under custom, I should just be able to say animation and just save it as a motion. Like what happens if I can just go and do it because I've saved the whole project. What if I save this as $4 animation motion? Let me go and do that. Here's $4. And then just out of curiosity, if I go and have a new, even with a new and completely different character, or we just send Walter over again. Imagine this is a higher res version of it. Send him back. Then we apply the animation. Does it come back? It does, but it doesn't have the facial expressions. So it looks like maybe we do need to flatten that. So this is just the motion. Would I have then had to do expressions separately? Possibly. Let's try that. I mean, you know, this is how we're going to find out. Merge and flatten. Yeah, that's what I thought. Merge and flatten. Let's try that again. And then it should all be combined, right? How do we flatten this again, Leo? Flatten motion clip. Flatten all layers. And keys. I mean, what's the difference? Flatten all layers. Flatten all layers. Everything, man. I bet I have. This is just the motion layer. So let's go and flatten that. Flatten all layers. This turns it into a single clip, doesn't it? I think. It doesn't. I have no idea how to do this. Anne, how is it going? I've been working on something super exciting. It is my first ever lip sync animation. And we're just transferring this over into Unreal Engine. Let me see if you can, let me know if you can we show you this? Here we go. This is Walter, and I've imported him from Daz Studio. Lip synced animated him here in iClone. Here we go. It's crazy. I can't believe I did this. It's the first time I'm trying this, so this might be a little rough. Not bad, huh? Merge him first. Yeah, this is stuff I really don't know anything about. I don't even know how to merge the expression and the Vazim and the motion tracks together, but I'll certainly find out. Let's go and bring these guys into Unreal Engine now so that we can go and render this out. Unreal Live link. Here it is. We want to set the include the motion with the whole range, but not this, not that. Just the character. Transfer file. Let's see. Not even with the camera, and I did this with a technique called motion puppet. This all happened in this stream. If you want to rewatch it, you're more than welcome. I might even put some chapter points in there. So this is all, it started with an audio file. That's kind of cool. I recorded an audio file earlier and I thought maybe I can work out how to do this. So audio first, then the iClone translates that into text and gets it wrong, so I then correct the text, and then I let it sort of align the mouth movements, and that worked pretty well. It just needed a little adjustment in intensity, and then I used these puppeting tools where I can select portions on the face and then move my mouse, and then certain muscles on the face move, and then I do this in 2-3 takes, once for the eyes, once for the eyebrows, once for the sort of head movement. And after that, I added the body motion to it, made some fixes and tweaks, and that was it. I can't believe how, I mean, it was still complex and mind-boggling, but I can't believe that we did 2 clips in 2 hours. So that's very, very cool. And I'm a first-time user of this. So that's exciting stuff. Ready Player One, yes. It might be art, it might be. It might be. I doubt it though. Yes, indeed. It's so true. I think this is why I'm so excited about this, because I can't believe this has just happened over 2 hours. This is unbelievable. And I'm just sending it over into Unreal Engine just so that I can render it out and see if it actually works together with the audio clips. And the other one was a shorter clip, and I think we can send that one over as well. It is like a total dream, I tell you. I mean, the amount of lip sync tools I've looked at, and they were never great. They were always somehow crooked, and it never really looked great. And I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, oh wow, that's just insane. I'm highly inspired by this guy called Peter Haynes from New Zealand. He made a series called AFK, and he has really good examples of how this technique can be used in a series called Talkie Orcs. Let me see if I can find it. Talkie Orcs, because that's worth watching. If you get a chance. And I think this is the whole thing. So it was actually a web series. Whoops. $4. I didn't actually click the right. There we go. This is the whole series. So this was actually 5 parts, and he released that in 4 or 5 minute snippets if and when he was ready. And this is kind of the full edit of the whole season, if you will. So this is really worth watching. This is very much worth watching. This was done with exactly this technique here. Here he is, CC Base Plus. Well, we'll call him Walter, right? And he's at the end of this. This is nice. There it is. There's Walter. And he originated in Daz Studio, but sadly we need to go and delete him, as I found out yesterday. And just go and put you in here. And I suppose we bring you forward a bit. Also, we probably deserve a little bit better lighting here. Source, soft radius, like that. It's a bit of a softer shadow. Put in a level sequence, just briefly cinematics, and then we'll call this one SQ Walter Test. And we will track, obviously, Walter. That's that. We go and display time as seconds here. Probably need that to be a little bit longer. And then we can play both clips together. I think Unreal Engine might even be able to blend both of them together if we're clever about this. Let's see. We want to do this in 60 frames, of course, because we're decadent like that. And that's motion. And this one here is $4 for coffee. We have lip sync, we just don't hear audio yet. And that's totally fine because we haven't actually got that in yet. Let's send over the second animation. Walter with a TH? Well, yeah, sure, I can do that. I can totally do that. I can do that. Is that how this Walter HD, Walter 9 is spelled? In which case, I will totally do that. Recent. Walter needs coffee. I think first he orders coffee. And then he finds out what the price is and he goes, $4 for coffee. In this case, we only need to send the motion. That should be significantly faster. Right, yes. I will totally spell him Walter with TH when it comes to rendering. Oh, Leo, what a shame, really. What a shame. You can still use Unreal Engine 4 if your system struggles with 5. Then 4 is still a good candidate for that. It runs a little bit smoother. But there's also things that you can do to tame Unreal Engine a little bit. This one was coffee. Whoops, over here. What system do you have, Leo? The other thing I need to import here is our audio clips, of course. Do we remember where they even are? Audio. There. Coffee for nickel and coffee over here. And then the next one is a bit longer, so we'll see what we do with that when the time comes. So here I go and add myself an audio track. And I like having the audio track sort of down here. And then I'll go and say, can I get some coffee over here, first of all? And this animation is happening later. And then, once we've done that, I suppose this is a little bit of animation blending that we can have here. Perfect, I like it. And we go and add another audio file down here, which is coffee for a nickel. So we'll see how that works with the animations. So this, we want to go and set that up to keep playhead in range here. Then Walter's first animation is to say Can I get some coffee over here? Perfect. And then we find out how much the coffee actually is, which is, you know, and then I'll go and blend these two animations into one another. That should work. Wow, that's incredible. So all we do here, I think, is do that. And that blends these two animations in Unreal Engine together. Maybe we can even do this here. Here and there. Look at that. They blend seamlessly in with one another. That is quite exciting. Oh, and then we have this one, we get rid of that. That wasn't bad, right? You go to bed, you go to bed. You go to bed. I'm going to go and render this out, and I'm going to go and share the clip with you all. I might go and put a little bit of a better background in here, maybe a little bit of better lighting. But hey, this is an incredibly cool concept. I'm really glad I could share this with you. I'm going to add chapter points to this when I get a chance this week, and I'm going to do more of that because this is seriously addictive. Thank you guys for coming out and staying with me for such an exciting Sunday. I'm so glad this was possible because I don't have a camera, do I? Let me go and put a little camera in here. Camera, yes. And then we have back, what's it called here? The depth of field and all that. We show them from a couple of angles. This is great. This is just insane. Can we do this looping? Looping, yes, looping. And can we do this full screen? Full screen, come on. Come on, full screen. Go full screen. Or is it F11? F11 is full screen. What are you doing? Come on. And now I can't press play anymore. God damn it. Bloody technology. I can see how you can make a whole web series with that in your spare time. This is exciting. Guys, thank you so much for being here and witnessing this amazing event. Have a wonderful rest of Sunday. You too. Much love, much love. Take care, my friends. Au revoir.